In August, at the Big Data Expo in Guiyang, the H1 robot's performance was widely mocked. It struggled to walk, moving awkwardly and unsteadily, much like an elderly person needing assistance. Its heavy steps even punctured the carpet, drawing waves of laughter and a flood of mocking comments online. One person remarked, "Couldn't they at least get Grandpa a proper pair of shoes?" Another joked, "Who brought my grandpa to the stage?" A sarcastic comment read, "China's robotics tech is at least 60 years ahead of the world, because this one walks like a 70-year-old. Someone added, "No, it's more like 90. My 90-year-old grandpa walks better than this." From the Beijing University Sports Meet to the Guiyang Big Data Expo, the Shanghai Industry Fair, and the Hunan Robotics Conference, 2024 has been a year of spectacular failures for China's humanoid and quadruped robots. These so-called high-tech innovations often stumble, both figuratively and literally, with some falling flat in most embarrassing ways. The most infamous example is the H1 bipedal robot from Unitree Robotics. Branded as a hardcore champion, it was promoted with flashy highlights showcasing its supposed ability to navigate complex terrain effortlessly, dodge obstacles, sprint, and remain stable. It was even said to have set world records and gain international acclaim. Yet when it hit the stage, it failed to live up to the hype, exposing its shortcomings time and again. Even more absurd is that the H1, despite its obvious limitations, continues making public appearances. At Nanjing Shuozhuang Normal University, it has appeared at the school's annual sports meet for 4 years in a row, and fallen each time, becoming a running joke and an unintentional tradition. At this year's Beijing University sports meet, the H1 robot couldn't even keep its knees straight. Its shaky steps required two assistants to stand by, ready to catch it if it toppled. The scene had viewers roaring with laughter. "This posture is just like my great-grandparents. Someone get it some wide-legged pants so at least its legs look straighter." China's high-tech image just collapsed in a second. Officials tried to excuse the H1 struggles by claiming it was the result of data training and that stability and speed were prioritized. But many people question how stable it could really be if it required two people to hold it upright. Another highly touted robot, the G1, was also hyped for its supposed capabilities, including running, jumping, balancing, cooking, and performing tricks, and even executing backflips with ease. Yet during a live stream, it botched a backflip and collapsed on the ground, needing staff to help it up like a bedridden patient. One viewer summed it up aptly: "Unbeatable online, but never wins in real life." So why do these robots keep failing? A deeper look reveals that many so-called independently developed technologies in China are actually copied. For example, Shenzhen-based UB Tech's Walker X robot once gained the spotlight on CCTV's state-controlled Spring Festival Gala and was presented to Taiwan's former president Ma Ying-jeou as a symbol of China's technological prowess. The company, which listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange and reached a market value of 38 billion Hong Kong dollars, was hailed as China's leading humanoid robotics company. Official promotions boasted over 1,600 patents, 800 inventions, and 300 overseas patents, along with numerous international awards. Baidu Baike emphasized its claim of independent development. However, a quick search in English revealed that Walker X appears on the website of US-based Spec Design. In reality, critical technologies like industrial design, mechanical engineering, stair navigation, and balance control were developed with support from the American firm. On Chinese language internet platforms, Spec Design is almost invisible. In contrast, UB Tech loudly promotes itself domestically, avoiding any mention of its reliance on foreign technology and claiming to be a global leader. UB Tech's robots have also stumbled in live demos, prompting sharp commentary online. These robots are so advanced, they can even mimic strokes. A true slap in the face, they seized up the moment they appeared on stage. Making copycats is a hallmark of China's robotics industry. Unitree's A1 robotic dog, for instance, faced accusations of copying Boston Dynamics when it appeared at the 2021 Spring Festival Gala. Unitree denied the claims, asserting that Boston Dynamics hadn't open-sourced its designs and insisting they were pioneers of electric drive technology. However, the facts tell a different story. By 2018, US institutions like MIT and Stanford had already open sourced robotics designs, complete with blueprints, software, and tutorials. These resources allowed hobbyists to build a functional, back-flipping robot dog at home for just $900. Despite these contributions, the developers remained modest and never claimed to be global leaders. In stark contrast, Chinese companies declared themselves the best, reflecting a broader culture of exaggeration. Ironically, whenever foreign companies open source their research, Chinese firms quickly announce breakthroughs. In August 2020, Huawei claimed a major robotics innovation, followed 3 months later by a similar announcement from Tencent. It seems that as soon as foreign firms share their findings, Chinese companies miraculously achieve independent development. One online commentator aptly summarized: whenever foreign companies open source, Chinese companies start self developing, yet these so called breakthroughs often end up in failure, revealing the truth behind the empty claims. Earlier this year, at a sports event in a college in Chongqing, a robotic dog fell flat on its face after encountering an obstacle, despite walking smoothly moments before. On September 20th, during an exhibition in Zhejiang, a robotic dog attempted to climb stairs but missed a step and tumbled down. The comment section erupted in laughter. Had too much to drink? It's so bad it can even take a turn on a straight path. Truly a weapon of chaos. Last year, a similar robot fell mid-task while delivering a discus throw at the Asian Games, drawing laughter from the crowd. Back in June, a police robot dog debuted in Chengdu but lost balance during its mission and fell flat on its back, causing a messy scene. And then in November, at the Zhuhai Air Show, another robotic dog overturned in front of its audience, once again exposing the illusion of China's tech superpower narrative, carefully crafted by the government. Why does China insist on falsely labeling copy technology as independent innovation? Take Huawei's Harmony OS, for example. It's essentially a rebranded version of Android AOSP. Yet Huawei and Chinese propaganda carefully avoid mentioning its Android roots, instead promoting it as a groundbreaking achievement in independent innovation. So what's the benefit of this approach? 1. Building a national brand. It creates the illusion of a strong, self-reliant country, boosting citizens' national pride. 2. Framing a story of triumph. In the context of US sanctions, it spins a narrative of overcoming adversity, encouraging blind loyalty to domestic brands. 3. Leveraging patriotic marketing. By emphasizing freedom of foreign reliance, it captures consumer support driven by patriotism. 4. Reassuring investors. The claim of independent development reduces fears of supply chain disruptions, alleviating investor concerns and attracting more funding. But doesn't false advertising damage credibility? In the tight controlled online environment shaped by the Chinese government, this approach aligns perfectly with its propaganda goals. It might even secure government subsidies. Take China's robotics industry as an example. It attracts hundreds of billions of yuan in financing each year, benefiting entrepreneurs who excel at making bold claims rather than delivering results. The government eagerly promotes this illusion of prosperity. In 2023, China's robotics sector saw 352 financing events, with tens of billions of yuan flowing in. The benefits of claiming independent innovation are clear. The strategy is simple: exaggerate to reap rewards, while those committed to genuine efforts are sidelined. Here's how the process works. Marketing teams with little technical expertise but excellent storytelling skills collect open source code or purchase ready made designs from abroad. They repackage these as domestic innovations, wrapping them up in rhetoric of national pride and great power resurgence. Half finished products are then showcased as groundbreaking innovations, while the foreign origins of the technology are carefully concealed. The result: government subsidies and venture capital pour in. The CCP's long-standing nationalist education has instilled a deep public desire for technological dominance. In this environment, the public willingly overlooks details, convincing themselves that setbacks, such as clumsy robot demonstrations, are just early-stage growing pains. Resources and funding flow to companies that excel at hype, while teams dedicated to real innovation are marginalized. This explains why China repeatedly showcases awkward robots, such as Beijing's elderly humanoid or Chongqing's drunken robotic dog. Why don't other countries use this tactic? The answer lies in China's unique environment, cultivated by the CCP. Decades of education promoting hate and inferiority have created a strong public craving for national pride. Companies that exploit this sentiment by claiming independent innovation find a receptive audience. In this environment, even a humanoid robot's stumble can be spun as progress through adversity, keeping the money flowing. What's the actual state of the industry? Bipedal robots in China haven't mastered even the basics of sensor and power system technology. They are little more than exhibition pieces with no commercial viability in sight. Cheetah Mobile chairman Fu Shen openly stated, using bipedal robots for factory logistics is pure theatrics. Why use a humanoid robot to carry 2 kilograms when a forklift can move 100? It's pointless showmanship. During a visit to a well-known robotics company in Shenzhen, Fu was told they didn't expect mass production within the next 5 years. Yet the CCP and overhyped companies continue staging performances, claiming they're on the verge of global leadership, a spectacle that Fu likened to a joke. Even more absurdly, teams with genuine expertise often lose out to marketing-focused groups in internal power struggles. Engineers are fired, prototypes are abandoned, and progress reports are fabricated. Leaders fail to discern fact from fiction, leading to inevitable hardware issues. A former engineer at Fourier Intelligence, once hailed as a pioneering force in robotics, exposed these issues. In China's bureaucratic system, where appearances matter more than results, true innovation cannot thrive. The industry faces two key issues. 1. Immature algorithms and AI decision-making. 2. Lack of precision in robotic hands. Fu Shen noted that many of these problems stem from mechanical design flaws, which require years of refinement. However, in China's short-term result-driven culture, few are willing to invest a decade in perfecting the technology. Most funding goes to marketing and PR, turning engineers into hype experts, while sidelighting those doing real work. Over time, this leaves the industry stuck in a cycle of failure. This distorted innovation landscape has created a domino effect. Young engineers now prioritize storytelling over technical skills. Marketers with no technical background flourish, while seasoned engineers lament the lack of incentives for genuine work. Why bother with hard work when crafting a good pitch brings in funding instantly? A veteran engineer remarked. As a result, engineers earn low salaries, while marketing executives enjoy hefty paychecks and stock options. In this ecosystem, exaggerated claims attract more capital than real innovation. University robotics labs, too, have shifted their focus. Instead of tackling technical challenges, they concentrate on packaging work to secure funding. Students complain that most of their time is spent making PowerPoint presentations and preparing for inspections rather than solving real problems. This is the environment fostered by the CCP: falsified data, inflated results, and a relentless pursuit of fame and profit over truth. A professor from a top university admitted, "Today's students are pragmatic. Instead of slogging away at researchers, they pivot to marketing or branding. It's faster and more lucrative." Investors echo this sentiment, caring little about true originality as long as the project appears attractive and secures subsidies. The media further fuels this false sense of progress with sensational headlines like world-leading innovation or breaking monopolies. These titles turn half-finished projects into supposed revolutionary breakthroughs. Insiders joke, out of 10 tech news stories, 8 are fabricated, and the other 2 are heavily edited. Local governments also play their part, investing heavily in these pseudo-innovations to boost political achievements. Officials privately admit that even if a project is a sham, it's better to have something to show. Vanity projects trump genuine technological advancement, as spending money to create the appearance of success is more important than actual progress. Meanwhile, teams working on foundational technologies like sensors struggle to find funding because these fields require long-term investment with no immediate payoff. In China's tech ecosystem, flashy projects get priority, while genuine innovators are left behind. Google's DeepMind team recently introduced a table tennis playing robot nicknamed AlphaPong by internet users. Unlike humanoid robots designed for visual appeal, this machine features a robotic arm on a horizontal track that precisely tracks the ball's motion and responds strategically in real time. While still in the experimental stage and not yet capable of defeating professional players, the robot showcases genuine advancements in algorithm development, visual recognition, and rapid response technology. Google's approach prioritizes real technical breakthroughs. The company avoids nationalist propaganda, flashy marketing stunts, and obscuring the origins of its technology, nor does it rely on outsourcing critical components. Instead, it focuses on addressing fundamental challenges such as machine vision, real-time decision-making, and motion control. While the current results may be modest, they represent a genuine path towards innovation. Compare this to Tesla's unveiling of its humanoid Tesla Bot at this year's We Robot conference. This event was meant to showcase a futuristic robot interacting with the audience, mixing drinks, dancing, and delivering witty remarks. However, it later emerged that parts of the demonstration involved remote control, leading to public disappointment. Many people who had high hopes for the Tesla Bot felt betrayed. Tesla has yet to clarify the extent of the remote control used in the demonstration, and here's why. The Tesla Bot is still in its early development stage. It's not uncommon for artificial assistants to play a role in such presentations. While there's an undeniable element of performance, the project reflects genuine progress in hardware development, nimble hand design, and key algorithmic advancements. Early failures do not negate the potential for future breakthroughs because foundational technology takes time to mature. In stark contrast, many Chinese robotics companies rely on similar editing tricks and artificial intervention during demonstrations. However, they avoid addressing core technological challenges, such as developing robust sensors, power systems, or algorithms. These companies aren't in the early stages of research, they're perpetually stuck in a state of pseudo-innovation, repeatedly using flashy presentations to secure funding. When Tesla encounters setbacks, there's at least confidence in its commitment to ongoing technical progress, but for Chinese companies that loudly claim independent innovation, every stumble and public failure only highlights their reliance on empty promises. These failures reveal a lack of real technical depth and a lack of intent to deliver on claims of global leadership. This stark contrast paints a clear picture. While international firms face their share of awkward moments, these are merely temporary setbacks on the path to true innovation. In contrast, many Chinese robotics companies double down on misleading marketing and nationalist narratives to secure subsidies and investments. Even after public failures, they continue to make exaggerated claims, showing no interest in genuine improvement. This explains why China's robotics industry remains stuck, oscillating between grandma-style walking and drunken stumbling, unable to move forward.